Good, whatever it is, I'm Antalous, welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I've been doing a little bit of work. We've got our atmospheric thrusters ready to go. My calculation of 100 of these was kind of off by a lot. We need 8. So yeah, that was a fail on my part. I've also repaired some of the hydrogen thrusters, a few random things here and there. And I think we'll be able to fly like this. So the plan is, we're going to kick the Atmos on. We're going to reattach some landing gear, and then we're going to go land next to the main base. And I actually found a blueprint of this. And so I'm going to line that up. And I think I want this ship repaired as it should be before we modify it. And I know I've made a few modifications like this connector over here. I brought the Mite over because it's my only ship with a built-in repair system, so it was helping, and I could have just piped it in with that, but my piping isn't the greatest right now. There are a few issues with it. But without further ado, English, not my strong sometimes, and up we go. So I'm not sure actually if we have the resources we need to make the landing gear. So how about we fly closer to the base first, and then we'll attach the landing gear. Press forward. Woo! So fast. Oh dear. I totally forgot about that. I think we're below the horizon for it. Kick on hydro to stop us. Okay, we have 36 minutes of fuel. I don't think I can reach it with my personal. Yeah, no way. So there are still a few random blocks that are part of this. Oh, completely missed the right door. That are enemy controlled, and so that turret likes to shoot at us. And I knew that, and I totally forgot. And I also thought I'd gotten rid of them, so I'm a little confused right now. Oh. Huh. I'm pressing, I believe it's O that toggles on my antenna. And it's not doing anything. Okay. So for you, we just need some sort of a control panel. And unfortunately, I think that is underneath this. Point 1. Take our turret and power that off. And then we can bring this in and figure it all from there. Also, this thing has its own set of turrets, so I don't think we really need gun point 1 anymore. Should be plenty defended with this, and this can go chase after things as necessary. Okay, let's try this again. So, up we go. Oh, I did miss another turret. That would have been bad. There's one on the home base. Let's kick on our hydrogen real quick. We have 22%, but it's not required anymore. Bet we could actually get this over there without the turret seeing it. And I think I'm going to try that. And maybe I did shut it off already. I'm not sure. On base, okay. Failing turret off, okay. There we go. We are running a bit tight on hydrogen. Go back to our internal view. Slide it this way. 12% hydrogen. Given it's not a requirement anymore, I'm not so concerned. 11%, we just went up a little bit. And let's park this real quick. Ungear locked. Okay. We're good. Power off hydro. Power off Atmo. Okay. That was actually easier than I thought it would be. And again, I'm going to run through the wrong door. So, the plan from here is the projector. And then we'll get this built to its original specifications, and then we'll change it from there. And need a steel plate. Grab a few. And then the build and repair systems of both this ship and I believe the base are in range of this now. Off T because it doesn't really work, I feel like. Well, it works some of the time, but that's it. It just works some of the time. I feel like it's more often annoying than it is helpful. And there we go. Okay. So now the plan is back to the bridge, because I recently learned a trick with lining this up that makes complete sense, and I just haven't ever done it before. So, oh, we're going to need to turn off the build and repair system while we do this. So, build, repair system off, home base, build and repair group 1 off, and do I have the nanite? Okay, I don't. Oh, I can see it, I just can't control it. That's fine, that's perfectly fine. So, projector. And the blueprint. Scroll all the way down here. I have the Oban Tide blueprint. So we're going to use that. Wait 10 minutes for it to load. There we go. And then this is where the trick I learned comes in. So, we're gonna crease, just with different settings. And so these are our movements. And then 3 is our rotations. And that will let us stay in this camera and line it up, which should actually just make it a ton easier. And I believe I want to keep projection to on, just because it makes it easier to line it up later. Okay, so first of all, we're going to need to fix that roll. That is upside down. That's right. Then there's just no way that this works out nicely. It's there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. The projections are a little faint. Let's reset these. Okay. And so to get this to line up, I need it to come down flat. That's a 90 degree, and then I need a 180. I forgot. Okay. It just needs to come flat and then forward. That looks alright to me right there. And now we go to 2. That's the wrong way. Going forward. And then from here we need down. And that looks like that's overlaid. Awesome. Yep, we're good. So from this, now turn on the build and repair system on home base and on our ship, and it will be fixing this back up to its original specifications, which is fine, but at the same time I am gonna make some modifications for sure. And I did fix this. I fixed a few things just because I had... Oh. Probably turn off the Steam overlay view again or go offline. Just a second while I change that. That way you don't have to be annoyed with all my friends playing games. So I tore out the gravity drive, and honestly I like it with it gone. I was figuring this is actually going to be our shield room. And we'll just go from there. See what else we need. We don't have the components to make shields. I looked at the missiles. And the missiles, I don't think all the missiles tearing them apart would give us one shield generator. This is too bad, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of balanced. So, yep. Repairing this up is probably going to take a little while. Given the hydrogen thrusters it has to add to, we're going to burn some unnecessary hydrogen. I need steel plates. Oh. I thought I had tons of those. Let's go see what this build and repair system wants, given this is the one that has access to all of our resources as well. Metal grids times a lot. I'm sure a bunch of other things. I need to set up Tim as well so we can just keep a certain amount of everything, because that's going to be vital to repairing our ship, is just making sure that we have resources on hand to do it. We also need to refill all the tanks. I gotta decide if I'm going to take these two ships with me, because I like the Might, but it's designed for atmospheric flight. And I'm thinking if this ship is fixed, we're going to head off to space, because I don't know what else I can do on the ground actually makes sense. Let's see how off I was on some of these things. Okay, so it looks like I did a decent job of matching the floor, and it looks like there were gyros down here originally. This was a cargo container. That's no real surprise. I think I'm going to leave it the build and repair system for now. I don't think we need a large cargo container. And this... did it have any purpose? Yes and no. It's got assemblers and connectors. But it just feels like, honestly, a big empty room. That's not really what I would want. Curious what the danger high voltage thing there is supposed to be. Look, we have some of that built. Means that this is wrong. Gives us access to downstairs. Don't have any steel plates either. I'm gonna need conveyors to set that up. This is where it gets fun, too. By fun, I honestly mean more annoying than anything. So let's go ahead and pause this for a moment. Projector off. We can finish building the things that are already there. We're going to match the color. We're just going to pipe this in quite simply. We'll do it on both sides, because you never know if it actually needs it, or if it's just for redundancy. And either way, I want it. And then now that that's there, we can turn the projector on again too. Motors, construction components, small steel tubes. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Projector back on. So build and repair. Production. I'm building this stuff here. Motors. Construction components. All steel tube. So we do have the iron we need. It's just blocked from. The nickel, we have some. So cargo container 5 and 7. Okay, we got 5 showing HUD, 7 HUD. Doesn't look like there's more than one of those two. Base. If the antenna hasn't gotten built, though, we still won't be able to see what there's below. Oh, so there are even more, and these connectors here are wrong. Okay. That's fine. And this might give us the components we need. Well, actually, it does give us the components we need to finish up these. And maybe that will let everything be piped enough. So, ingots. And the assembler. No, they are not piped. Okay. Let's go check on that antenna. Get that going too. Or we can just order up the stuff we need from home base. Motors, a lot. We need small steel tubes. Need construction components. We're gonna need some steel plates as well. It's not too bad. And we start on this thruster. It's fine. It's interesting that there's one of the interior turrets out here too. So it looks like this thruster is actually necessary to keep it airtight. So we're not going to be able to go into space with it airtight. It's unfortunate. Actually, I can't see the Oban tide from here. Because if we can get its list of what it needs, and queue all that up. Build and repair. And it's not going to tell me right now either. Large steel tubes, motors, metal grids, thrusters, relocation. Start on the large steel tubes. And that's about the time that we have. We've made some pretty good progress. I think I'm going to finish this off camera too, and I got to figure out what to do with the mite. I need to regroup all the hydrogen thrusters as well, given we've added a few on the sides and a few on the bottom. I like how we're getting more atmospheric thrusters as well. Oh, a lot more hydrogen thrusters. That's probably a bit overkill. I'm hoping we can make it to space on mostly atmospheric and ion. We're definitely gonna have to use some of the... Hold on. We're definitely gonna have to use some of the hydrogen thrusters, because it's missing some ion thrusters, and we're not gonna be able to get the components here. But we'll get that figured out. Anyways, I'm Antalous. I will catch you later.